A very good morning to you guys. Welcome to our Sake Online. This is the Civic Forum. My name is Brighton Ncube. Today on the show, we're talking to our Orphans friends, the Community Development Trust. They are programming in Tsholotsho as well as Bulilima. We get to know about their programming and what they do across those two areas there. And remember, the show seeks to look at different people doing amazing work across the country and also celebrating different organizations doing different things across the country. They're championing development in different communities across the country there. Good morning to you, Ciqinisweyinkosi Mhlanga, coming from Friends of Orphans Friends Community Development Trust, the director there. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Let's talk about your programming there. What does Orphans Friends Community Development Trust do as an organization?
Okay, Orphans Friends and Community Development Trust is an initiative by local people, and it's mainly for the orphans and vulnerable children. We are there to empower the orphans. Our target population among the orphans are 16 to 21 years. We are mainly targeting those that have dropped out of school. So that's basically what we do. It's a welfare of orphans and vulnerable children. And then also we look at the vulnerable communities in Tsholotsho and Bulilima.
Yeah. Maybe speaking of the issue of saying the vulnerable children and those dropping out of school, what did you see or realize in those communities in Bulilima and Tsholotsho? What did you see? Now there's a need for us to step in and help these kids who are dropping out of school in the communities.
Okay. There were a lot of child marriages, drug abuse among young people, teenage pregnancies, mostly teenage pregnancies. So at the end of the day, most young people were dropping out of school at a tender age. So as a result, we thought of coming up with this initiative to help especially the orphans. And then the other thing that the reason why we had to look at the orphans was basically for the fact that maybe they are left alone, they have no one to help them. And then when they drop out of school, it will be just the end of their life. So that's why we had to come in. So there were a number of issues in the communities that we're working in, especially in Tsholotsho and Bulilima, of school dropouts, child marriages, drug abuse. So we had to step in.
The report I was reading earlier on this week, that says over 3,000 kids are dropping out, female kids are dropping out from school due to pregnancy and so on, in the rural areas in particular. How did this affect your program to say there's a number of people are dropping out of school, in particular Mankazana, and also said, no, now let's talk about take up this initiative to take them back to the communities. Speak to us more about your programming. What do you guys do in terms of programming with these kids who are dropping out of school?
Okay. Firstly, we have introduced something that we call the young mother safe spaces, because we noticed that most of them we have young people at the ages of around 10, 12, 11, 13, so who would have dropped out of school. So we created the Young Mother Safe Spaces. Those are spaces where they could come in and discuss issues that affect them. And most of them, when they come there, they have a lot of issues. They have so many things as bahlupayo, like empilweni zabo. So when they come to those spaces, at least it's a platform that actually gives them someone to talk to about what is really bothering, what is really happening. And abantu abaningi babe bablame ukuthi uzithwala emncane njani njani. Kuyabe kule nkulumo eziningi ukuthi umithe emncane. But ungakhangela abantu abaningi ama-situations abo, mina I've learned to understand them because of the situations that they come across. Kunengi abanye they have been abused by izihlobo zabo, abomalume, abokhazeni, abafana benkomo, like some parents bachiya abantwana babo, like we talk of ama-child-aided families, not necessarily ama-orphans. Those ones we refer to them as vulnerable children because they are left alone. Ama-parents abo abehambile egoli, ebachiye bebodwa. And then when you get to that home, you discover ukuthi the parent in that home is a 13-year-old. Nguye odecidayo ukuthi what are they going to cook, what are they going to eat, izinto ezinjalo. So it really affects abantwana izinto ezinjalo. And then at the end of the day, umzali eSouth engayekela ukuthumeza, then abantwana labana they are affected. So at the end of the day, you discover ukuthi khona kuba nzima ebantwaneni ukuthi bangaphila njani.
So those school dropouts, are you guys taking them back to school? Are you guys teaching them maybe skills? They can't even afford to go back to school. Are you guys taking them back to school, or are you teaching them skills, life skills, to say I can look for a job now that I have this skill?
Okay, basically what we do, we offer them some life skills, and also we have a vocational training program. There's a child for Orphans Friends, a college. We established a college called Paraclete Friends College. So we take our kids to Paraclete Friends College, which is in Tsholotsho. The other one is in Tsholotsho, Ward 15, Bamba, and then the other one is at Bulilima and Tsholotsho. So we take our kids there. That's where they would do their vocational skills. We have a number of vocational skills training programs. We have got welding, carpentry, cutting and design, motor mechanics. We have hotel and catering, till operation. We have hairdressing, beauty therapy. We have beadwork, weaving. There's a lot that we do. Imisebenzi yezandla. So we're saying most of them, abanye ababe-drope out of school, uyananzelela ukuthi khona vele they are not gifted academically. So at least they can do something with their own hands. So we offer them those vocational skills training. And then also we have other projects that we do with them, like entrepreneurship, marketing, detergents making. Yeah, those are some of the things. Even about baking, those are some of the things that we train them to do as our young people we have dropped out of school. And then we have noticed with our skills on abancedisa to work ukuthi beye phambili.
Yeah, any success stories that have come out of this project, to say teaching them skills, carpentry and welding and so on. Do you have any success stories of these kids that have gone to work in bigger organizations or come to Bulawayo and work in bigger organizations?
Okay, we have a number of success stories. Most of our kids, most of the restaurants here in Bulawayo, asebanjwe ngabantwana bethu. You talk of there's Setule, there's Flo's Grill, there's Mama Africa, there's Silver Sands Lodge, and then you talk of ama-garage amaningi kubo 3rd Avenue, la kubo 2nd Avenue, Connaught. Most of our kids are there. And then you talk of ama-carpenters, Gomashumba. Our kids are now fully employed there. So these are successful stories that we can talk about.
Yeah, but also programming in the right areas, comes this issue of patriarchal society, to say there are chiefs, there are these headmen and so on. If I'm saying I'm coming with a program to say I want to empower young girls and empower young boys, they have these stereotypes and views and so on. What has been some of the challenges that you guys have faced in terms of patriarchy and also dealing with the chiefs and headmen in society?
Okay, in some societies, kuyabe kuthiwa khona why kufundiswa amankazana wodwa, why not the boy child? But you would notice ukuthi khona thina as an organization, we have actually embraced even the boy child. So we're actually not leaving them behind. So yeah, ama-challenges abakhona, even programming, maybe mina as a woman, sometimes yabo kuthiwa into zabomama sometimes ezingela ngqondo, yabo. But at the end of the day, you would see ukuthi those things abantu abathi khona izinto ezingela ngqondo are the things that actually ezincedisa abantu ukuthi bebe ngabantu empilweni. As I have said, ngama-success stories esilawo, because labantwana abaningi, like even emasaluni, maningi amasaluni alabantwana bethu. I think engxenye layo sebake bakuseva.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Earlier on, you spoke about the vocational training college, right? Speak to us more about the school. Now, I know we have a school, we have a high school. Speak to us more about that school there. What do you guys offer there? How many learners do you have? What do you guys offer there in the school?
Okay, we finally registered an independent college, that is a high school with the Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education. That is the Paraclete Friends College that I was talking about. We're taking Form 1 to Form 6. So under the non-formal department. So of course our target population initially was the school dropouts. So now we're incorporating everyone, and then there are issues to do with distance, like that the kids travel from home to school. So for example, it has helped with disability cut distance because the nearest school will be either Dinyane or Mpupute. Uzathola ukuthi khona abantwana bebehamba maybe 8-9 kilometers, but because of that school, it's a leverage. And then the other one is at Somnene. Okay, that one has got it's a low cost, not a boarding, but it's a low cost boarding. So I think also it's a plus because abantwana even abavela from endaweni ezikhatshana bayakwanisa ukuthi befike and it's affordable for those ones aba-able because khathesi we are now taking everyone. Kuqala besithatha ama-orphans sincedisa bona bodwa for free, but now we are taking even labanye abantwana. And then khona lokhwana kuyasincedisa futhi ukuthi abantwana bethu laba bathi assimilate and bakwanisa ukujwayela ukuphila in an environment right. We have even taken lama-Khoisan from the Sen community emakhulela la komchini eTsholotsho emakhulela ePlumtree. So those are some of the groups that we have incorporated into our school.
One of the key issues affecting young people across the country right now is the issue of drug and alcohol abuse. Some of the programs in the rural areas, have you faced those challenges and how have you dealt with those challenges in rural areas?
Okay, most of abantwana vele ngale, they are affected by the issue of drug and substance abuse. Okay, maybe when I talk of that one, ngakhuluma ngendaba zabonjengu and then ilembanje. Mostly yikho okugcwele khona ngale, but kunengi okunye sabe sikuza ukuthi basebenzisa lokhu la lokhu, but mostly ngale the major challenge is that our brothers from south, they send ama-drugs amanye sibili which are strong and abuya ngabomalayithi esiza khona ngale elokhuzeni emakhaya and abantwana yamthola sibili esidikhile nokhile, the young people. So I think ama-programs ethu, they give them an opportunity or a second chance yokuthi bathi escape from our drugs.
In conclusion, as we wrap up our conversation this morning, before I bring our programs manager into the conversation as well, there's someone watching this show that right now they want to support or partner with you. How can they support you or partner with you? Where are you found in Bulawayo? Where are you found in Bulilima and Tsholotsho?
Okay, we are mostly found in Bulilima and Tsholotsho. Actually, Bulawayo will be just here for a visit. So in Tsholotsho, we are found at Mbamba Business Center. That's where you find us, Ward 15. Then Bulilima, it's Somnene, Scotch Village Center. Ungafika khona ngale vele ungavela uthi e-college umbe Orphans Friends, people actually direct you to where we are. And then maybe they can contact us on our numbers 0772 525 774.
Please repeat that number again.
0772 525 774.
Thanks so much for joining us this morning talking about Orphans Friends Community Development Trust. It was a pleasure hosting you and learning more about what you guys do there. All the best on your future endeavors.
Thank you. You're welcome.
There are 4 ways that you can use to partner with Site. Number 1, you can partner with Site by advertising with us. You can contact our marketing team on various numbers. You can DM us on Twitter, Facebook to partner with us. Number 2, you can go to YouTube, like our YouTube channel, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Number 3, you can go to Facebook to watch our shows there. Like, share, comment. Number 4, lastly, you can partner with us by giving us feedback and comment on our shows, on what we're doing inside. We really value your feedback. Now, we are watching the Civic Forum, a show that seeks to talk about development happening in different fields and across communities. And we're joined by the programs manager for Orphans Friends Community Development Trust, that's Bongile Gonte there. Bongile, welcome to the show this morning.
Thank you.
Now, to add on the programming side of Orphans Friends Community Development Trust, let's talk about the women projects that you guys are doing there. What are you doing for women there in the communities?
Okay, the programs that we have for women, we train women to do detergents, making things like dishwashing liquid, self, cobra, polish, cow dip, a lot of things, soap bar making, bathing bar making, issues like that. And then also groom women to do mushroom growing, goat breeding. We also train them on issues to do with financial literacy. After they've been trained on detergents making, they also need to know how to make money or create groups that will bring them money and keep that money in order to grow as a group or as individuals. So we teach them financial literacy. We also teach them ISALs, VISLAS as women in rural communities.
What are ISLAs, VISLAS? What's that?
Okay, those are issues to do with, we call them oqogelela. Ukubafundisa ukuthi imali le izinto asebezifundile, maybe bapheka amasepa, sebewaphekile laphana nxa sebewathengisile, imali yabo bangayibeka kanjani. Also lokuthi okunye in addition siyabafundisa lokuyenza ama-constitution, ukuthi as a group you need to have a constitution, ukuthi libe kwazi ukuthi sile admin kulo secretary kulo finance kulo walokho ukuthi imali yethu siyibeka kanjani, not ukuthi igroup iphoma ukuthengisa kuphela imali ibeke lapha, because that's why we end up facing ama-challenges ukuthi uzosokuthiwa ubani wabaleka le mali wayegole, because kuma-rural communities lapha esikhona Tsholotsho and Bulilima, ama-women angikhona, most of their men, they are across the borders, Botswana and South Africa. So siyabafundisa omama khona lokho ukuthi babeke imali zabo kuthiwa ngoqogelela, bengaqala ama-businesses abo, ama-projects kumele bakhulise ngokuthi imali zabo bazibekelela, and then at the end of the day as a group they also need to grow as individuals, not just as a group. So mabefundile oqogelela labana bafundisana ukuthi alright, for this month or for this quarter siyabe sibekela le group. And then my group, maybe we usually train them from groups of 15 to 20 women. So at the end of the day, they can cut to 10, cut to 5. And then igugcine sokungama-1-1. Sebekhulile bengama-1-1 sebenza ama-businesses as individuals. But still a group here looking at dealing.
But how is the response from women? I know sometimes emakhaya kumuntu ethi hamna ngifika yalima mfuke ngizolokhana they focus on their chores. Yadinga amanzi nakudazula izulu nanga na they focus on different issues. How has been the response from women ukuthi bebuye to these meetings for these skills programs and trainings?
Okay, the response from the women of Tsholotsho and Bulilima district is very positive because they do partake in these programs. At the end of the day, sometimes we struggle ukuthi thina on our side maybe sabe silamanye ama-programs esasungayenza kwenye indawo, but lezobona sebelidinga why ukuthi siyalifuna. We need ukuthi lizosifundisa kumbe lizosikhumbuza futhi laphana, come and monitor our projects. So at the end of the day sabe sesibona ukuthi intshuku njabalayo lathi yasiphusha ukuthi siqhubeke sincedisana labo ukuthi sibasebenzise sibancedise lapho sibancedisa khona. So most of these women are really doing good. It's just a few ukuthi maybe you find ukuthi the women have abandoned the group, crossed the border to South Africa or Botswana in search for greener pastures, but most of them, they are doing well. It's a positive response that we're getting from them.
How has been the impact? I know in programming, NGO, speak about the impact, speak about stories of change as well. But now, after training these women about dishwashing skills and so on, do you see these things coming to Bulawayo for being sold in Bulawayo? Do you see these things coming to stores being sold? Speak about the impact of these trainings in the society and communities.
Okay, in terms of coming to Bulawayo, it's just a few. But those are some of the things that we do teach them, branding, issues to do with marketing and branding of their products. So those are some of the things. So the little that they have across the Tsholotsho district, it's there even in the shops that you find even in Tsholotsho Center or Plumtree Town. Ama-products akhona lapho, even in the community bona bodwa kampana bayabethengisela lakhona lokhana okunye kokukhuliswa kokuthi umuntu uyabusukwazi ukuthi mina vele safa kanthe mina idishwash kanjani kanthengi, and then abanye baya-provide ama-products abo to isikolo, izinto ezinjenge-copra. Umuntu asayinelane lesikolo ukuthi wena uzabe usiprovidela maybe it's a 20 litre or 40 litres per month or it's per term. So kusiya according to ukuthi bona bayenze njani. So issue ye-marketing, le-branding, those are some of the things esincedisana ngazo lokuthi siphe sikhulisana, because issues of registering a company, so kusukela kwaphambili you're supposed to have a constitution lokukhulukhulu siwa njalo. So yenye into esiyisebenzayo ukuthi sincedisane labo, and sikhangelela ukuthi in the near future ama-products abo sibe sesiwabona in these shops ekhona koBulawayo, for ama-shops anjengabo-Choppies, Greens and so on, Pick n Pay.
In terms of programming, what can you expect coming from Orphans Friends Community Development Trust in terms of working with women, working with orphans, working with vulnerable children? What can you expect going forward in terms of your programming?
Okay, the main thing that we're expecting is assistance in terms of funding, because we have a challenge in terms of funding. Most of our programs are self-funded. From the director and then some of the board of trustees, and then of course another main funding is siyithola kakhulu ku skills training center, because some of the kids, for instance, for orphans and vulnerable children, we cater for them for free, and the children from the Khoisan community, we cater for them for free, and then we have those other ones who the parents are there and they can afford, they do pay a certain fee. So that's some of the money that we then use for other programs in terms of funding, pays and so on, for our programs, officers that we have in the field and so on. So funding is something that we are looking forward to. In the near future, we should get it. We told assistance, because isifiso ziningi lama plans ukuthi singakhula njani, sikhulise njani, sithuthukise njani i-district yethu for Tsholotsho district and Bulilima district. Plans are there, the programs are there, but we selemuva i-issue ye-funding. Ukuthi nxa singatholi funding kungasikhulisa kakhulu ukuthi inhlanganiso konke kufisayo kuphumelele lelizwe lalo lidevelop at the end of the day.
Maybe speak to us about the major challenges that are facing the Orphans Friends Community Development Trust. What are the major key issues as a challenge that are facing there?
Okay, the major key issue that we are facing is issue of funding. Funding is lacking for us to run all our programs the way we wish them to be run. So if we could find assistance or get assistance in terms of funding, just a donor or whatsoever, individuals who can assist us in terms of programmings, it could go a long way in terms of developing the district, in terms of getting young people away from drug abuse, in terms of getting young people occupied with self-skills, and also in terms of assisting other underprivileged families and communities from the Tsholotsho district and Bulilima district.
You spoke about that to say now is self-funded by the director and the board of trustees and so on. Speak to us more about the self-funding part, to say what are we lacking? What are you lacking besides the money part? What are we lacking in terms of revenue resources? What are we lacking? Office, whatever, furniture. You have a school, guys. Yes. What are we lacking there as resources that you guys want?
Okay, some of the resources would also need assistance with issues to do with furniture, chairs and desks, where the students are learning, doing whether it's skills or it's the high school side. We would like assistance in with chairs and desks. Also, issues to do with the materials that the kids use. We have machines, but some of the machines are broken down because they were also donated to us by other organizations, but the equipment is now old. So we would also need assistance with that. Let's say machines for welding machines, or any other equipment, or also for cutting and designing, sewing machines, electrical sewing machines, the modern ones, because the ones that we have are old ones. They are working, yes, but some of them are broken, some of them they no longer have certain parts. Also, in terms of other courses, for instance, plumbing would also require whatever equipment people that can donate to us to assist the students to be equipped before they come for practical skills in towns like Bulawayo, Gwanda, and Plumtree Town. At least when they come here, they should already have practical knowledge, fully practical knowledge. So it would need assistance in terms of materials and equipments to use for practicals when they are doing their theories at the school.
Mm-hmm. Last is to wrap up the show this morning. Social media pages, do you have any handles? Facebook, Twitter? What's your handle there on those platforms?
Okay, in terms of social media pages, we are not always there because where we are located, we are out of network in Tsholotsho district and Bulilima, the sites that were there. So we usually use WhatsApp platforms and calls. So we have 0772527774, and then we also have 0714194886. Another number is 0778149081, and then they can also find us on Facebook at Orphans Friend and Community Development Trust.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Bongile, thank you so much for joining us this morning. All the best in terms of your programming there as Orphans Friends Community Development Trust.
Okay, thank you.
Well, we've been watching the Civic Forum. My name is Brighton Ncube. I've been speaking to the Programs Manager of Orphans Friends Community Development Trust, that's Bongile Gonte, as well as the Director of the Orphans Friends Development Trust, that's Ciqinisweyinkosi Mhlanga. They're unpacking to us in terms of their programming, different challenges that they're facing there is their programming in Bulilima as well as Tsholotsho. Hope you guys enjoy the show. If you want to help them, assist them, please do DM site or DM them on those numbers that we shared with you guys. Hope you guys enjoy the show and have a blessed day. For myself, Brighton Ncube, it's bye for now.